I was shocked, I was embarrassed, I was angry.
Tonight, Riverside County Sheriff Chad Bianco reacting to our story about one of his highly trained SWAT deputies appearing to be browsing a dating app during a standoff with an armed suspect.
CBS LA assignment editor Mike Rogers at the desk. Mike, you broke this story, and it has gotten a lot of attention. And tonight we are hearing from the top cop in Riverside County.
Yeah, and Pat Rudabane, as you heard, he was not happy to find this out. It's not happy to find out that his deputy was doing this while at that standoff. We'll show you the video here. We first showed this to you last week. This standoff had gotten a lot of attention because of the use of the grappler, which we'll talk about in a second. But SkyCal was looking around to see what the deputies were going to use as part of their SWAT operation here when we noticed that deputy appeared to be browsing on his cell phone. Well, today, our Jeff Nguyen sat down with Riverside County Sheriff Chad Bianco. They were there to talk politics, but while we had the sheriff, Jeff asked him what his initial reaction was when he saw this go down.
That is not representative of my department. I am unbelievably over the top proud of my SWAT team, and it was a slap in the face to them. It was an embarrassment to them, and that's what I felt for. It should not have happened. It is intolerable in this line of work, and we will ensure that nothing like that ever happens again.
Yeah, the sheriff being pretty candid about that. We also talked to him about this. This was the use of the grappler. The grappler is the new technology out there in Riverside County. And what we learned, and one of the reasons why it didn't work in this instance, is because the sheriff says that when a patrol car was accidentally spiked. At the beginning of the video, you actually see that spike strip come out. The sheriff says, though, they'll continue to use them, and they're very successful.
It was unfortunate, but it doesn't change the fact that the grappler is amazing, and we will continue to use it. We've had over 100 successful, completely successful, perfect operations of the grappler, and it prevents pursuits, it stops pursuits. We try and stop them before they even begin.
And the sheriff said there, just as the patrol car was getting up behind that car to be able to use the grappler, that's when the spike accidentally deflated the patrol car's tires, which made the deputy have a hard time getting it into the right place. But again, you heard the sheriff there. He says there are tons of successful applications of the grappler, and they plan to continue to use them. He also says he's going to deal with that personnel that was caught on that dating app during the standoff.
Yep, remember when it happened, Mike. All right, thanks so much for that big, important follow-up.